There was nothing ever wrong with my game, to be honest.
I could do a list that long of what's wrong with my game.
Yeah, I'm getting better now. I was already hitting the ball quite far.
I'm not hitting the ball too far.
You're not getting anywhere near the distance you should be.
I normally stand in the tee knowing exactly where the ball's going to go.
I can go and stand on the tee and I don't know where the ball's going to go.
And I'm very consistent.
I could hit it like 50 yards along the ground. I can hit it way up in the air, or way over there, or way over there, but I don't know when it's going to happen.
You'll time it every now and again, but it is essentially just timing all these levers.
See, that was off the bottom of the club.
So I just want to say thank you to Rob for coming all the way down from sunny Scotland. I can let you know, we did sort his game out. We did find that timing. He did get that consistency, and now he does know where the ball's going. So thanks again, Rob, and guys, enjoy the video.
So where's the game at the moment then? What's going to make a big difference today?
I could do a list that long of what's wrong with my game, but that's just watching YouTube videos, do you know what I mean? I'm not hitting the ball too far. I feel like I should be hitting it a lot further.
Yeah.
I'm coming over like onto my toes too much, and
Right.
yeah, all sorts of things.
Have you had lots of lessons in the past? Or?
No, I've had 2-3 lessons.
Right. Great.
So,
But you obviously watch YouTube and stuff.
yeah, it's the stupidest thing in the world. I've got a bad back,
Have you?
and when I play golf, when I come off the golf course, I can hardly walk for like a couple of days. So
Jeez.
this is me using all this. I'm not using this, watching your stuff. So I've seen your stuff and I thought, I've got to try that, or else I'm giving it up.
Really?
Because it's too sore.
Yeah, I mean, if you're having to rest.
I love playing golf, I love going out and having the crack with the guys, you know, and chatting away, having a laugh,
Yeah.
having a few beers after it. But just the golf.
Hopefully we can change that then.
Oh, I hope so.
Let's grab an iron. Any iron you want, 6, 7, 8. If you can wear your trainers up, put your golf shoes on if you want.
Well,
I'll
keep my trainers on.
Yeah, trainers are fine. Game wise, so you talked a little bit about distance. What pressure off the back? What would you like? What else is going to make a difference for you? What's drawn you to the videos?
Knowing where the ball's going to end up.
Okay.
Because I can go and stand on the tee and I don't know where the ball's going to go.
Right. What's the start
Do you know what I mean? Predominantly a slice, but I could hit it like 50 yards along the ground. I can hit it way up in the air, or way over there, or way over there, but I don't know when it's going to happen. So.
And you don't recognise what you did?
No, I don't have a
That's
clue.
the thing, to change.
And as I said, watching videos, you're trying to get a swing play, and you're trying to get the positions, and like the last lessons I had the guys getting here, and it just didn't work. You know, it worked for an hour or so, and after that I just fell into old habits.
The problem is they're teaching using snapshots of a movement in this a snapshot in time of a movement.
Yeah.
So you've got a camera that's got 120 frames per second. They stop it in a certain place, and that becomes a reference point.
Yeah.
That's 120 frames per second. What about the other 119 frames? To get that position they're talking about, which is not a problem, I'm not saying it's not right or wrong, but you need all the other 119 frames. And it's like, you can't just pick out one and then, is that actually how your body wants to move, and what is the actual pattern?
And the thing that resonated with me with you was the swing thoughts, getting rid of the swing thoughts, because that's all I do. I'm standing there and I'm going like this, that. Do you know what I mean? You're not getting any consistency, you get no rhythm.
Get a few shots just to loosen up. That's a nice start, isn't it?
That's sharp.
You set the bench high there, right? You set the bar
I was
high.
driving down, I thought, just had a shot the first time. I don't care.
You set the bar high now, we've got big expectations of you.
But that's went a bit more.
You're making my job harder.
10 yards. See, that was off the bottom of the club. Yeah, I'm getting better now.
We see the true Robert now.
Yeah.
The real Robert.
Real Robert.
Club head speed 79.9. We're going to have a quick look at what's going on. Nice little drill, that one. 75 mile an hour. So you're not getting anywhere near the distance you should be from that club head speed.
Yeah.
You can see the pressure's moving as you swing. So you're moving to the right as you swing up. But the pressure's moving a little bit there, but look how far your hands have travelled.
Yeah.
So you're kind of getting almost to the top, and your pressure doesn't have to move all the way, but it's kind of not move. It's your hands are really kind of, this end of the chain's kind of going first. You're on the balls of your feet here, on both feet, at the top of the swing. Okay, this doesn't really afford you much opportunity now to really rotate, because all the rotation's got to come from the hips. Now we're probably not going to get it from the hips, because that means your lower back's got to move, because your pelvis is going to have to move. So your movements now got to come from your pelvis and from your hips and your lumbar spine. That ain't going to happen if you've got a tight back or whatever. So now you're going further and further up the chain, and it's basically getting all the leverage from the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists to the club. Okay, so you're using that, okay, which is fine, and it's actually, this is great. This is a great place to start, because we want all this stuff. We just want to infuse this motion with the other forces, and when we start to introduce those, this will naturally adapt, and everything starts to reorganise as a sequence. So it's good to have this, because you've got all this mobility you're using, but you're basically relying on it at the minute.
Yeah.
The thing is, these have got such high ranges of motion, big ranges, and you're trying to get the speed from them too, that it's harder to control. So you'll time it every now and again, but it is essentially just timing all these levers. Can you see there? That's horizontal, that line.
Yeah.
So you're not getting any torque from the ground. So all your torque is coming from further up the system. You've got heavy torque going through here and thoracic. No torque, or that's neutral, 0. The lumbar's in the middle. So I'm not saying it's putting loads of stress on it, but it'll be interesting to see if we can get all the torques moving in the same direction, but just sequence. But from where you are stood at the minute, it's not possible when you're on the balls of your feet, because how do I rotate? I need to use there. I need to somehow drive the rotation for me, whereas if we're using the ground, I'm now driving the rotation through the body from the ground. So you're accelerating your pressure with the hand, as opposed to this going that way. You accelerate the pressure now, and now this just reacts.
Right.
That's the slingshot. Okay. At the moment, you're missing that, so you're having to then make up for that somewhere. That kind of, it's free distance really, because it's natural stretch that you get throwing a ball, stretch recoil. So that's not, you're having to try and create that from somewhere else. You've essentially created it from your arms. Yeah. So 2 boards for you, Robert. Just 1. If you come all the way down from true and you get 2. We're going to do some swings, and you're just going to bang the boards in opposition. If I do the same thing, so you can see how I'm now rotating that white line, that line of pressure. Just bang the board, just side to side. That's it. Brilliant. That's it. Try to do it now with not as much upper body, so you're just using your hips and your lower body. Does that feel okay to do? Or does that have to get the back?
Oh, no, that's fine.
Perfect. Awesome. Now, pop onto the plate for me. Now take your club in your hands and just swing the club using your feet like that. But now, just a half swing, back and forth. Keep looking at the screen. So just a very short swing. And now what's happening to the pressure?
Yeah.
But use your feet now to twist, just like on that board, heel to toe, so that's it. So now you're rotating that white line.
Yeah, I've got you now. Yeah, that's a much better part.
That's it. Brilliant. Okay, now take your club and pop back onto the plate for me, and have a look at what that's doing. Use that through the feet to swing the club behind you on the way back. That's it. Can you feel that?
Yep.
Different?
Yeah, because I'm not up here.
No.
I was always over in there.
Looks very different. Use that rotation on the way back, and there you go. Different feel?
Yeah.
Easy enough to do?
Yeah, so far.
Yeah. Now both hands. That's it. Feel okay?
Yep.
Brilliant. So, Just a couple of shots, feeling that action. Just now, what's moving first is not your hands, not the hands of the club. It's this. That goes first. Yes. Well done. Feeling that movement through the lower body. Yeah. Well done. Just want you to see what ball flight it creates. Now, I just want you to watch the ball land. Okay, so just at the end, just stay in your finish and just watch the ball land, just till it lands. If you only see a short amount of the ball flight, you deny yourself the opportunity of using all these other triggers because you're not seeing any information. So what are you moving to then? Are you moving to a golf shot or are you moving to a ball? Yeah. Speed it up, backhand through, the whole thing. It's got to be with speed. That's it. Oh yeah.
Nice shot, Rob.
I can feel like I'm coiling more. You know, this area here, coiling round.
With no pressure on the back?
No, no.
Ripping it. Looks good that, Robert. Feel good?
Yeah, does feel good.
We're opening up a lot of new movement and taking stress off the body because you're getting the rotation from the big rotating joints.
Yeah, I don't feel I'm using my chest and my arms. I can't feel I'm using my chest and my arms. I know I probably am, but I feel it's all the hips,
brilliant.
and feet.
Which is kind of if you're throwing a ball or any other movement you're doing, punching, throwing, kicking, it's like it's here. So the movement's coming from the ground and up, and this is transferring the speed, and this is the artistic end.
Yeah.
This is the release pattern that you recognise. This is the fine motor skill, as opposed to the gross patterns which are created from the ground. Oh, feet go much earlier in the backswing and hips. Yeah. Well done. Lovely finish.
Yeah.
Look at that finish now.
Nice shot.
Yeah, it seems to be easier to get to that finish though.
Good.
As opposed to before, it was like an octopus falling out of the window.
Falling off a roof. Look at that.
Yeah, beautiful.
See that one I get right over, I felt that look right over there then.
And where does it feel now in relation to the club head when you press your shifting? Because that was noticeable in the timing between when you felt or when you moved. I don't know what you felt, but when you moved your pressure and your body moved in relation to when you felt where you felt the club.
I felt the pressure, but my club was still here and the pressure was over and the club wasn't moving. It was like a split second obviously.
Yeah. Just suspended in space behind it.
Like
That's how it looks.
Yeah.
That's how it looks. So much like you were here, you're gone, and then the club released through. What I like is the repetitiveness of the ball fly.
Yeah, it's doing the same thing pretty much.
It's like a 2-yard draw, isn't it? One step on the board, rock it forward, swing it back, swing it through. So a few swings doing that on there. Oh, good. That's all right. Well done. Now, so that basically identifies that you're used to using your arms. Because as soon as I threw a bit of chaos, you went to the hands to swing.
Yeah.
It's default, okay?
Yep.
So this is where we rewire the system a bit, because this is what's interference in the system still. This is where you kind of, the signal's not quite clear.
Yeah.
Because you will start to elaborate yourself without me saying anything. Feel the sole of the club sliding up. That's it. Really good. Start here for me and do it to the ball now, with the ball. We'll be stepping onto the mat and play the shot. Well done. So you're starting to create...
Swayed there.
Yeah, you did, yeah. That was the old upper body moving to move the weight instead of the lower body.
Yeah.
If you get onto the golf ball and then you start doing your thinking, it's way too late.
Yeah.
And if you're on the ball thinking about your swing, the horse has bolted. Shall we step up a club? Shall we go up what we got there? 8 in it?
Yeah.
Let's go up to 6. Let's try 6 and see how it feels with that. Look at that. That's it.
Oh, that's a great shot.
You never felt right with that one balance a lot.
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
Now your hands can go forward with you as well here. You know, like when you were doing the walking onto the, you can let that, with the hands, that initiates everything too. And there's some intention behind this too. The hands, they're the end of the chain. The club head is only doing what the hands are doing.
You mean like a forward press?
So it's like, yeah, you can forward press with it, but forward press with the intent. So instead of it being an open face and kind of just a bit of a glance, it's now easier to get the sweet spot on the ball. Brilliant.
Oh, I love this track, that.
Feel different?
Yeah.
So you're now just making it easier for this release to square, to bring the sweet spot onto the ball, to give you what you were talking about earlier, that
It's making
compression.
less to think about
Yeah.
before you strike the
Exactly,
ball.
but you're getting that compression now.
Yeah.
And less to think about, exactly. Yeah, so much better that.
Oh, beauty.
Yeah, I got these away before. Okay.
Direct it with your forward press. Just open it, just push it forward where you want to go. That's it. That's the shape.
Played.
That was much more out there and back to the same sort of area, wasn't it?
Yeah, big shit, lovely draw shape.
See, I closed that more than I thought I needed to close it.
Oh, what a shot.
Speeded that one up a wee bit.
Yeah, I like it, and at the right time though,
Yeah.
which is a great sign. It's now you're starting to elaborate, and you're starting to play around with it because you sped it up when you use the forces efficiently. You sped up at the right time, so then you could transfer it through
Yeah.
because you didn't lose your ball flight. It's interesting when people sometimes start to ramp up the power, they can lose the ball flight, but you're not there because you're controlling the timing of it. The
Yeah,
sequence.
the disperse is good in it. It's not like usually I could be way over there or way over there.
It just tightens it up.
Yeah, I'm not being funny, but I need more time to process it
Yeah,
to bring it
of course you do.
around again. You know.
Yeah, this is just getting you
Yeah.
to. This is creating the foundations for you to
Yeah.
go and build on.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh, no, I'm amazed. It's unbelievable.
So beautiful shot, just a little bit early with the upper body again. So you didn't quite. It wasn't. You weren't sequencing that way, Robert.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, getting the upper body a bit earlier, so it's leaving that behind more.
That's just speeding up a wee bit.
Yeah, but speeding up from the ground and the hips and leave the club behind your body. Yeah, like that. So this now comes. That was beautiful. Did you see it?
That was the
Inside the. Yeah, so it's just there, and then this comes out much later there.
yeah.
As opposed to it coming with your body. Look at that.
That's a great shot.
That's the three. That's the 3-wood off the deck, isn't it?
Yeah. See, normally I had it it'll skid along the ground or just you get frustrated with it. I top it.
You see, your swing before the way you were sequencing was probably just delivering it too steep
Yeah.
for the natural angle of the club.
Yeah.
Whereas now you're recognising the space you need to swing in, but you've got the body movement patterns to do it. Imagine this is the swing. That's where we're hitting the ball.
Yeah.
With a driver, it's on a T-peg. So even though the swing's straight, when I get to the golf ball on this upward part of the arc, it's coming in. Same with the 3-wood, it's shallow. So it's starting to go left. I can have a swing that's a bit to the left. With a wedge, I'm going to get away with it. With a wood, I'm not.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I love the shot.
Different feel in the
Oh,
sequence.
Yeah.
It's a
I had loads more time when I got right through it.
and it's a longer club. It requires bigger ranges, different
Yeah.
sequence, longer. There we go.
Great shot.
That was the one.
Awesome, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, beauty.
I mean, that is a fly,
Oh,
isn't it?
shut.
It's very well.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. Especially that height's nice, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? You're going to get some run out of it and carry. Strike's good.
Oh, it's on it.
Say you don't hit a 3-wood or a hybrid. That's like that's another dimension to the game, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's great.
What a fly.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Happy with that?
I'm delighted, mate. Delighted.
Brilliant.
You gave me the awareness I was looking for, and
You've done ever so well there.
thank you very much.
Really
Yeah,
good.
well done, Rob.
Everything
Touch.
just kind of, you took a little, like it should do, you take a little bit of organising, like in your mind, it's like working it out, develop it, then the coordination starts to come, and then you start to get the awareness with it, developing more and more, and then your coordination improves and the timing improves, and you fit it all in.
That's what I was hoping for,
It's
something
the
that I can
sequence.
start thinking about and,
Yeah.
and work on.
And it now gives you a way of deciphering what's happening and applying the right change.
Yeah.
But in the right way, just through, you've got these drills really, which are just to enrich your awareness, that just enable you, that just facilitate this shift in your movement through field to just make those little fine adjustments. So you're not making massive changes, it's just tweaking, but you've got a high level of awareness that you can really sense those tweaks. Cool. Brilliant, mate.
Delighted with that. Thank you very much.